Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you are new here, and happy Monday. It is Monday. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. If you are weathering the storm of the rain, the snow, and all the stuff that's happening where we are on the East Coast, I hope everyone is safe. Um, y'all, let me start by saying this, right? I when I got on TikTok, I'm still not privy to a lot of the TikTok women, and I'm still not privy to a lot of the YouTube girls, which I'm doing my research to be more knowledgeable of the different women out there, whether they share the same content as myself um or differ, right? I want to still very much be on top of it because I want to be able to speak knowledgeable on things. And when I first got on TikTok, I will say the first person I had never, ever, ever heard of in my life was Shara7. Never. When everyone was saying like sprinkle, sprinkle, I'm like, what the heck is that? What, huh? I had no idea because I just wasn't, I would watch YouTube, but I would watch like specific stuff. I wasn't really watching to engage in this type of like talking content, more so like my whatever, so I wasn't privy to Shira stuff. I didn't know really what the girls were talking about when people would like compare me or tell me how this is why they like Shira over me. So I had to do my research, and I realized like, women like women who are going to help them get some money in a non-traditional way, if we want to call it, who are going to lie to them, who are going to tell them that they feel good, and who are going to make them feel like they are way more greater and the end all be all over men, right? And I think we are living in a time now, and I talked about this, and I'm gonna drop a video on this on my channel as well. I've talked about this before, and just thought more about this, about when did it become a bad thing to want a man? When did it become a bad thing to do the work to get a man? And that's a lot of this stuff that we deal with now. Women are like, oh, I wish I would do work to get a man. It's about him chasing after me. He who finds a good wife, we know, a good woman, all that. Like, we know that there's effort that it goes into for a man to get a woman. He has to initiate, and he's the one who's, and typically asking out the woman and all those things, all the traditional things. But when did it stop? When did it come to a pause, or just stop for women to do the work to also attract that man? So I want to talk about that today. I want to dive into that, like the idea of don't chase not because we don't want to chase a man, but like making a man chase you. Like, you don't do no work. You don't do no work. That's the thing. You don't chase the man. You don't do any work for a man. You just show up as the princess and queen you are, and boom, you get whatever you want. That's what we're talking about today. That is what the women say. This is what the women are telling the girls. You don't do nothing for no man. He has to chase you. He has to, and I'm telling you right now, you keep doing this. You keep playing with these men and making them chase you, you will be single. Because the women are always saying, I ain't chasing no man, and he got to chase me. But the men who chasing you, you don't want them. You don't want them. But let's get right into this clip. It's a two clips I'm gonna share. In reference to Miss Shara. And hold on, here we go. All right, can y'all can see, y'all can hear it. Make sure y'all like the live, y'all like the live, share it out. Bring some people on over. Okay, let's get into it. Oops, hold on, y'all. Maybe I should have stay on this app.
Because it don't even make sense, but it's just the truth. The less you pay attention to a man, the more attention he pays to you if he really likes you and if he wants to chase you and be a man and get your attention. Because men like a challenge and a chase. If you don't even give them the opportunity to chase and be a challenge, they get bored of you quick. Okay? That's why you got to make them work That's why you got to make them impress you. That's why you got to keep your standards high, because they love the chase. The thrill of the chase, the thrill and the challenge is what they like, because they can go get Pick Misha every day of the week. They can't have you. That's what makes you special. That's what makes them want you more, because you don't look for ways to try to keep them on their toes or to impress them. They got to look for ways to keep you on your toes and impress you, because Pick Misha is already doing that for them. Stop trying to cater to no man. They need to cater to you. I learned this a long time ago. The more you do for a man, the less he wants to do for you. The more you consider a man's feelings, the less he considers.
Look at the comments. This is old. I just can't. Well, somebody shared this back in October. But look at the comments, right? It says, "You are the prize." Let me make it bigger for y'all. You are the prize. Did I do it? Hold on. All right, here we go. Can y'all see it? You are the prize. Girl, it's the truth. It's the sad, but it's so true. They like to hunt. Make them search for you. Less is more. Yes, you got to go through it to understand and be like this. We are the prize. I bring nothing to the table. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So true. It's sad, but you will find that it is true. They pay close attention to things they can't get. Okay. Ladies, let me just say this, right? Let me say this. There's a point in time in your life, depending upon the type of men that you are dating, the type of men that you are dealing with, who don't mind chase you because they have no other options. Let's be honest. They don't have no options. They might be bored and you are like, and you think that this is what most men are dealing with, right? This is what those men that you're dealing with that's chasing you and you don't really want them, they'll play the game with you. They will. They will. But then there's another group of men over this side. They're over that side that ain't playing that game with you. They're not about to chase after a woman who they know ain't really giving them the same energy. They like to court women. They like it to be an even exchange. They don't want to deal with a woman who they know don't seem to be interested. And I know I got other options. I know there's other women out here who not gonna make me chase, who's not gonna tire me out. And we live in a society as women that we think this whole tire men out, chase us thing, that's immature, in my opinion. It's very immature. It's very high school. It's very much like you don't know what you want. You just out here playing. And again, women love to say men play games, men always playing, but you're the one that's really playing. We play more games than often because I'm gonna make him call me back 3 times. I don't answer the first time when he called me. A man that's of a certain quality, who has certain things going for himself, who has, who's looking for a certain type of woman. He don't got time to play with no woman. He got to call 3 times for her to pick up the phone because she playing a game with him. Communicate. But this whole chase, a man wants you to chase him. I mean, a man likes to just chase and chase and chase. There is men out there who do that, who don't mind that, but that's not the men that they really want. The men that chasing these women, they don't want them. That's why they chasing them. They don't want them. Or maybe the man that's chasing you could be the man for you, but you going far out your league. You going far out your league. You got a man chasing after you while you chasing another man who don't want you. You see how delusional that is? A man who you don't want is chasing you. Meanwhile, the man that you want, you chasing after him, and he ain't paying you no mind. No attention at all. No attention at all. So I think it's just such a very, like, it's going to keep a lot of women single. Honestly, it's going to keep y'all playing a lot of childish games, thinking that that's going to work. It don't work with all men. It ain't gonna work with all men. The man that you want, who's he got some things going for himself, he ain't about to play he ain't doing that. So how do you stop being childish and stop, or if you don't like the man to chase after you, if you don't want him, why entertain him? Why even, you know what I'm saying? But we spend so much time chasing after men who don't want us, but also entertaining men who we don't want. We waste time. We waste time. We waste way too much time as women doing this. And then we got women like this who tell you the more you like a man, the more you don't like a man or make him like you. It's just what? What did she say? She said the more, let's play it again. She said the more that you like him, the more he won't like you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We gotta play this back. Make sure y'all like the live, y'all. Make sure y'all share it out. And support the channel. I appreciate it. Let me just play. Gotta play this again because let's play this again.
I learned this a long time ago. The more you do for a man, the less he wants to do for you. The more you consider a man's feelings, the less he considers yours.
So not true.
This is sad, but it's true. I know a lot of y'all weren't taught this because it don't even make sense, but it's just the truth. The less you pay attention to a man, the more attention he pays to you if he really likes you and if he wants to chase you and be a man and get your attention. Because men like a challenge and a chase. If you don't even give them the opportunity to chase and be a challenge, they get bored of you quick. Okay? That's why you got to make them work. That's why you got to make them impress you. That's why you got to keep your standards high because they love to chase. The thrill of the chase, the thrill and the challenge is what they like because they can go get Pick Misha every day of the week. They can't have you. That's what makes you special. That's what makes them want you more because you don't look for ways to try to keep them on their toes or to impress them. They got to look for ways to keep you on your toes and impress you because Pick Misha is already doing that for them.
That is so not true, y'all. That is so not true. So not true. Because in reality, like I said, the man that you say, the more you do for him, the less he does for you. It's the wrong men. There are a lot of men out here who we doing a whole lot for and ain't giving us nothing. That's just the wrong men that we keep choosing. The more you care about their feelings, the less they care about yours. That is just the wrong man that you are choosing. But that's not how you want to move with all men because you will continue, like you could run away or lose a good man. You will lose a good man playing these games. You will. You'll lose a good man. Because as I said, as she says that a man likes to chase. He likes to. And I think that is, again, in my opinion, that is when men are young and childish and, just their hormones are just running rampant. But when you get to a certain point in life, like I'm not chasing that. Like I think I'm gonna teach my son, like you are the prize, son. You are worthy. You are a catch. You ain't got to chase no woman who don't want you. You ain't about to do all that. You give your energy to women who show you that they want you as well. That's what I want my son to know. You ain't about to be because then let's be honest. We live in a time now, and reality, y'all, especially for a black man, chasing after a woman or doing too much could ruin your life. Could ruin your entire life because she got you chasing after her. You called her 4 times in a row, and now somehow she talking about you was harassing her. I'm just saying. So this whole make him chase after you, that could go terribly wrong. That can go terribly wrong. So there's a difference of courting you. And a man wants to court a woman and show effort for, like, again, if I'm trying to find a wife and I'm dating intentionally, why would I be dating a woman who don't call me back, who don't answer my phone calls? You ain't about to be my wife. You can't be the wife that I need because you don't, like, how am I going to know if we are getting somewhere if I got to keep, like, every time I call you don't answer, or you got this whole rule about you don't answer on the first call. You got to call 3 times if you like me. Ma'am, stop playing childish games. Be a grown woman, as y'all say. Let's be grown women and let's actually date. Let's be intentional on both parts. Let's stop acting like little girls when it's like, well, I like him, but I don't want him to know. I'm gonna make him wait another 6 months before I tell that before I let him know that I really like him. Why? Why? I don't want to seem thirsty. You're dating. How is it thirsty? How is it thirsty to express your feelings? How is it thirsty to show that you care about somebody or that you like them? Because when you like them, you do call me. When you like me, you text me back. Like it's that this is what men who have emotional intelligence, who are quality men, like they know, like I'm not this ain't no what I look like, especially a man who got options. A man who got options, I'm not about to keep calling you. I ain't about to keep calling you. Sorry. So women playing these games, sis, playing these games, you will lose out. You could lose out on a good man playing these games. Listen to Shira and all the other girls who spit this type of content. I'm not saying that you should be out here walking on your knees. I mean, crawling on your knees and act like you some type of puppet when it comes to like how to meet how to engage with a man. What I'm saying is you don't want to play these games with a man and then think that every man gonna go for it because they're not. Every man is not going for this. Even down to like I said, don't entertain men who you don't want. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get mad and then say like, oh my god, he keep calling me, he keep getting on my nerves, but you keep you entertaining them. Let's stop playing these games. Let's stop playing games. Yeah, I want to show y'all another I think that there is no I don't think that you can again, I think that we have to learn how to date intentional. And we as Black people, unfortunately, especially Black women, we think that a man is doing too much when he's being intentional. We have it all backwards. We have it all backwards. Women think a man who shows up with flowers is weird. He weird. He's just being intentional. He's showing that he's a gentleman. But we have it all messed up. So that to her, like, he doing too much because he sent you flowers. He doing too much. I don't know, because he sent you, he wanted to send you, make sure you had lunch for work. That's doing like we are backwards. That's what I'm saying. We be so backwards. We say we want this stuff, and then when men do it, we don't want it. We call them weird. We say it's too much. What do you want? What do you really want? Because again, like I said, when you get to a certain point in life, we're not playing these games. We're not playing these games. We need to be over this next year or two, however long we're dating. We need to be very intentional and showing each other that we want the same thing. Because I'm thinking about, could you be my wife? My wife, a woman who's going to be my wife, she don't play games like this. She don't do immature things like this. She communicates her feelings. She says exactly what she wants, what she needs. She don't got me calling her 15 times. If I don't answer my phone, she don't curse me out if I missed her call. That worked with the last 6-7 guys. They don't work with this guy. And if you mess up with this guy, all you'll keep getting is those guys that you claim you didn't want. You claim you ain't want them. And then you're getting something different, but you still are not stepping into receiving. This is what men do when they like you. They buy you flowers. They call you. They text you. But we are so weird as women that we act like that's a bad thing. So, okay, you got him chasing you, but then you don't like it's too backwards. It's too much. Y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all don't. All right, y'all. So we about to get into this next clip because this one is the one. This one is a little bit longer, y'all. So bear with me. Bear with me. We're going to get into this one and talk about it. Okay. Make sure y'all like the live, y'all. Like the live, share the live out. I appreciate y'all.
that man must want you and love you more than you want and love him in order for it to work. And don't argue with me. I don't make the rules. Because let me tell you something. One of the biggest mistakes that I made in my previous dating life was that I did the most for a man. And I was doing the most because I thought that by me doing the most for him, that he would be so appreciative of me and want me and love me. I thought that I could actually make him love me by how much I did for him. And to be honest, they let me do the most for them. They never stopped me. They did the bare minimum for me. And I thought that maybe if I do more, I can get them to do more. But it never worked. And I just got heartbroken in the end. And one of the reasons that a lot of ladies keep getting heartbroken in the end is because your standards are not high enough and you're going in doing the most for these men. And so, therefore, when you're going in doing the most for him, doing the absolute most, you know who you are and you know what you're doing. When you go in doing all of that and then it doesn't lead to anything, and it only leads to you getting heartbroken and it only leads to him leaving you. In the end, who wouldn't be broken by that? Who wouldn't feel used and abused and washed up because you don't gave your all for nothing? And that's because men don't work like that. I don't make the rules. I think there's some kind of science behind this, but you cannot spark a man's love by how much you do for him, but he is going to do for you because of how he feels about you. And because of the man he is, of course, if he's emotionally intelligent enough to do so without being afraid that it's not going to be returned, then he will. And I'm not saying that the woman is doing absolutely nothing for the man. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that she brings something different to the table than what he does. Like, if you start off trying to win a man over, trying to do the most for him in the beginning, and he's barely doing the damn thing for you, you're going to find yourself the whole entire relationship consistently and constantly trying to win that man's love. Versus when I'm
Okay. Let's what I heard was, and I'm gonna keep playing it, I'm doing something for a man who don't like me. He ain't like you. He didn't, right? And you didn't realize that until it was too late. That's unfortunately sometimes, and I'm gonna just say this: when women don't have a multitude of options, they get with the man or do things for a man who is giving them some attention. I probably slept with him, right? You already didn't did that, and it sounds like he didn't like her, and he let her take care of him or do whatever. It was cool. It was nice, but the it still boils back down to, you didn't see the signs that he didn't like you. No, probably not, because we can be too quick to sleep with a man, and your antennas are all the way going every which way, because you can't read between the lines. You can't. You can't read between the lines because you are caught up in your feelings, right? And that's what happens so often for women. You're not admitting the whole truth about the fact that the man didn't like me and I ignored the red flags. So then you go into tell the story about don't do more for a man than he does. A man should love you. You should love a man should love you more than you love him, or do more for you than you do him. No, that's because you did it with the wrong man. You don't want to see the signs, but he didn't like you. He ain't like you. He ain't like you. And you kept doing more and more and more until you got tired. Until you got tired. Like you said, he ain't mind you doing this stuff. Whatever you was doing for, he came up on it. He came up. And I think that that's the problem with a lot of women. They tell these stories and they make these very firm, statement that she believed that is she ain't make it up, she ain't lying. But it's leaving out the part that he didn't like me. If I'm being honest with myself, he never really liked me. He never really showed me that he even deserved me to do any of this stuff. Why am I doing stuff for a man who don't deserve for me to do these things? You know why? when I don't have nobody else to do it for, when I don't have nobody else to pay me attention, when I'm basically, this is all I got in that moment. I'm just happy somebody to give me some attention. That happens for a lot of women. Or he has what I think I like, well, he has something that I think I want. So I'm a, like, let's keep going.
I met my husband and me being married now, I'm looking throughout our relationship of being together for almost 10 years. I have done less than half of the shit that I did for my exes. And it got me a ring. And it's because I let him be a man. You have to let a man be a man. He has to be in his masculinity. And if he is not, then he's not going to do for you. He's not going to care about you like that. He doesn't love you more than you love him. It's just not going to work.
Wait, is she saying she was a sugar mama? She just said, I let my husband be in his masculinity. I let him be a man. That means she was a sugar mama, y'all. I think she basically, like, literally, what she just said was, she didn't say that man. She said, I let my husband be a man. I let him be a man. So what, you was like a sugar mama. He had to do nothing. And again, it worked out for your husband because you got to make me. Again, this is what happens to us as women sometimes, y'all. You were chasing after a man who didn't want you. A man who didn't want you. You were chasing after a man who didn't want you. Doing all these things for him and trying to convince him to like you. He did not like you. Until you realize that ain't gonna work. I need to come and give the guys a chance who do like me, and come down to reality of the men that I'm chasing after, they don't want me. That's okay. Let me be more realistic about the men. Let me see why, this, let me give this man a chance. Let me give him a chance. And of course it works out because he likes you. So he's willing to do certain things. But the other man who you did not like, who did not like you, of course he let you do any and everything for him, because it was like, okay, whatever. Whatever.
And so you have to, ladies, be able to be in your femininity and feel like that you are ready to receive. You have to believe that you deserve to be given to that way just because of who you are. I realized that that was my mistake because how I felt about myself and probably how I was brought up. I thought that I had to earn love. And so, therefore, with me being in that and doing the most, I was in my masculinity because I thought that that's what I had to do in order to be loved. And so, I had to really heal how I feel about myself and believe that I deserve to be treated well just because of who I am.
Lies.
Just because.
Lies. Ladies, it's not true. It's not true. We don't deserve anything. We only deserve what we put out. You only deserve what you earn. You that's a fact. And women think that. Women think that I should just be loved just because of who I am. Who are you? Who are you? What makes you worthy of my love? What makes you worthy of my time? What makes you worthy of my attention? You have to earn that and show that to somebody. Again, if I'm showing it to the wrong person, of course it's going to go unnoticed. But the idea of thinking that we as women deserve whatever we want just because of who we are, you're sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken, sis. You do not just get love, attention, affection, and all the things just because you say, well, because I'm me. And who are you? Who are you? What does that mean? What does that mean? No, like I could say, okay, and then she's her too. Why? You have to earn the love, respect, time, all of that stuff. We have it's not going to come on, y'all. This is the type of stuff that women think. You don't gotta do anything. Just show up and be you. And that's what to be enough. What makes you different? It's a competition, y'all. We are competing for the men that we want. I hope you know that. You are competing for the man that you want, especially when you get to a certain age in life. Especially. You are up there in age. You are trying to get married. You are competing, just like he's competing with you. But the idea that you shouldn't do anything, you don't gotta show no love. You should just earn it, just because of the person you are. And what kind of person are you? Show me that you deserve my love. Is how you should. That's how you should make anybody, for women as well. That man should show you why he deserves your love. He should show you that he deserves your attention, your love, your time, all those things. He has to, treat him. He has to treat you like you want to be treated, but you have to teach him. He has to earn all of this stuff has to be earned, y'all. It takes work, but we have this very one-sided way of thinking when it comes to relationships and all of these things for us as women, that it shouldn't matter. We should be able to do whatever we should be able to do whatever we want, do nothing, and he should just love us. Mm-mm. Hey y'all hey to everybody who's just joining the live.
Because of the person that I am. Just it doesn't mean that it's not because of what I bring to the table or what I can do. I do for my man, but that's not what got him to wanting me and wanting to be with me and loving me more than I love him. And so what I'm saying is stop doing all that. Stop. Stop doing the most. If you have to do the most in order for that man to love you, then he does not love you and he never will. Point blank, period. That man.
So, AKA, as I said, to wrap that all up, she was doing the most and probably been doing the most for a bunch of men who didn't want her. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Men who did not want her. Probably was clear they didn't want her, but we see what we want to see. And when it's attention, or he's, sleeping with me or giving me something that I want, so the idea again, if you want someone to love you, to be with you, to want to see a life with you, you got to earn it. Even that idea, if I gotta work hard for a man, he ain't the man for me. Well, you're never gonna find a good man then. Working on yourself means working hard for the man you want. If I want this kind of man, and this is the type of man that I see, and he's also expressing what type of women he likes, I gotta go back to the drawing board and work on me if I want to attract him, if I want to get close to him or even be with him. He said he don't like women who, let's say, women who curse. He don't like that. Women whose mouths are filthy. I gotta do the work on me to get his attention, because when he's hearing me talk, he looking the other way, and I gotta work on me to earn his attention, to earn his time. Like, it takes work. It's not one-sided. It's not one-sided. But I think, again, the idea of him loving you more than you love him, what does that even mean? Honestly, what does that mean? Why is it a competition? Why is it a competition? Why? How about we just do a better job of dating people and entertaining people who show us that they want us? It's reciprocated. You show me that you want me, I'll show you that I want you. That's what I think. What y'all think in the comments? What y'all think? Because I think that that's how we should date as adults. But ladies, let me just say this. We are often too delusional with our choices. We want men who don't want us. We want men who don't want us, and we will chase after a man who don't want us. Let's stop that in 2025. He don't want you. He's making it very clear that he don't want you. Stop giving your energy to men who don't want you, who show you every way that they don't want you. They don't want to, same for men. Don't chase after women who show you that they don't want you. If you want a wife and you want somebody who's attentive and she's blowing you off, don't entertain her. Don't chase after her. Let's get into the habit as adults to only entertain people who want us. Only being with people who want us. How about we do that? Because as I said, my son is going to know that he is important, and he is not going to live a life thinking that his feelings don't matter and what a woman everything is all about the woman and he and happy, the whole happy wife, happy life thing. No, we need to erase that, y'all, and we need to know that it needs to be a happy union. We're both satisfying each other. We are both here to please each other and make each other, add to each other's happiness. But women, y'all, we got to stop with this idea that, you know, making a man chase you, because I'm telling you, there's men out here who ain't trying to chase you. He ain't about to chase you. I'm not playing these games with you. I'm not playing these games with you. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. I'm not playing these games with you. We got to grow up. We got to be women, be grown women. You know, let's be grown women. Let's be realistic. This is what I feel like when women tell these stories and they come on with these like rants about things, they leave out pieces of the story, because then if they really tell the full story, I can catch right there, girl, he ain't like you. Why would you keep doing that? But again, what do? We just chase after men who don't like us. We have a really bad habit as women doing that. We have a really bad habit of doing it. Even well in our 30s, 40s, and 50s. We will do it even as we get older. You young, okay, but this is something that happens and goes on religiously as time goes on with a lot of these women. It really does. It really does. Someone said this issue is a lot of people. This is issue is a lot of people don't know who they are and know what they want. They only go off what they've been told to like, or like dating and relationships, such that. True. I think people just have unrealistic dating. They're unrealistic with their dating. They're unrealistic of where they are and what they want. And a lot of women are that way. They want this type of man, but you don't want to do no work to get that type of man. You think I could just come and say, like, the whole, what you bring to the table, I am the table. Girl, what? It's plenty of tables out here. Plenty of tables. It's a competition, y'all. And this is something that's so crazy, because I'm like, I've been with my husband for like, but this is our 17th year together. And I didn't know nothing about this stuff. I didn't know I was competing. I also wasn't like, I don't have a jealous spirit. So when we were dating initially, I wasn't like thinking about other women. I don't think I told my husband, I said, maybe I thought he didn't date anybody else, but maybe I was probably, I was delusional and naive at the same time. But I also wasn't thinking about other women. I wasn't like asking him about other women he was dating. I was just worried about, I was just being me, showing him who I was, being authentically myself. Just really being me, and me being me, and showing him who I was, and doing certain things, and even just simply asking how you're doing, how your day was going, are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, just showing care is a lot for a man, especially in today's society, especially how men out here are being treated by women. So I was just being me, but again, it's a competition. It is. It is a competition. So the whole don't chase a man thing, y'all. Don't chase the wrong man. But put effort into the man that you want. Put effort. Show him that you like him. Why not? Text him, call him. See how his day going. Like, with the whole, like, like, we gotta stop all, because I know y'all into the whole blocking people and it's unsaving a phone number and then say y'all too childish for all this stuff. Y'all are too childish for this whole stuff. I'm like, oh my God, thank God I'm not in this world. Oh my God, thank God. Thank God. Because it's not, it's too immature. It's way too immature. Way too immature. Like I said, men chase women who don't want them because they don't have no options, in my opinion. Again, I might not have myself together. These are the women, these are the only women I can get. But when I get myself together and I get what I want and I'm where I want to be, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not chasing women who don't want to be with me. And that's how I think it should be. We should not spend time entertaining people who we know don't want us. If we know don't want the same thing that we want, why waste your time? Why waste your energy? Why waste your energy? Put effort into those, put effort into you. That's the more of the story. And I think that was this woman's issue is I think she was just spending time and effort on a man who did not want her and didn't want to come to realization that that was the reality of the situation. And when I finally decide to like put effort into men who is showing me they want me and they are doing the work, then boom, of course, I'm married. Now I'm married because I put effort, a man put effort into me who really wanted me. There are a lot of men out here who don't mind taking your money, taking your time, taking your body. They don't care. They will definitely sleep with you. They will definitely entertain you. They will let you be their sugar mama if you want to be. They will. They will. We're not gonna lie about that. They will do that if you let them. And that's anybody. And there's people out here who will let you take advantage, who will take advantage of you if you let them. They will. Everybody don't have a moral compass to be like this is wrong. No, they won't. And again, like I said, had I had been more aware, paying more attention, not ignoring the red flags that were clearly in my face, I would have known that. I would have stopped it. But I didn't want to. A lot of times people don't want to. I didn't want to. we're just talking about just putting effort into the men put effort into women that they want to date and it being reciprocated and vice versa for women. Only put effort into men who want to date you, who are putting effort into wanting to date you. We gotta just stop being, like I said, being childish, being immature. Because it's again this whole don't chase a man, let a man chase you. He should love you more than you love him. That gotta stop, y'all. I don't even know what that means. What does it mean for a man to love you more than you love him? Please, somebody tell me in the comments. What does it mean for a man to love you more than you love him? Please. Somebody tell me. Somebody please tell me what it means for a man to love you more than you love him. Please. Because I feel like the girls, I don't want y'all losing out on some good men because you are trying to put this chase me up, cat and mouse game. Don't do it, y'all. Make him show that he's intentional. Don't misconfuse that. Let him show you that he really wants to date you and he's doing certain things. But do not play your childish games, like I said, of the call me 3 times. If you like me, you're going to keep calling me. No. Mm-mm. Throw those away. But again, him calling you, him texting you, y'all going out on date. That's being intentional. That's what we want. We want that. But he also wants that as well. He wants to know that you want to talk to him. You were thinking about him. It's a mutual thing. Men want to feel wanted too, y'all. My girls, they want to feel wanted. They do. They do. And I just think that I don't know, a lot of women have been hurt by men and they've been, like I said, they've been played around with by men who they should have probably never even entertained. And we've all, sometimes we can be there. But as we get older, we have to be able to take accountability and reflect on how did I get here? How did I end up being with a man and give him all my money, my time, my energy with a man who ain't give it back to me? If I think back to it, like from the first time, he never really did answer the phone when I called him, or he only did call me when he wanted something, or he only called me when it was late at night. Like I have to process and kind of get into the nitty gritty of, damn, he didn't like me. He really was just taking advantage of me because he knew I would give him anything. He really was just coming over because he didn't know where to live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things. All day to work with you and been in your cook for the shower and be a bit better than I don't get that. What are you saying? Hey y'all. So like I said, it's just I don't know, yo. We just this idea, like I said, I don't think that anyone should chase after anybody who doesn't want them. I don't think that man or woman, do not chase after someone who's showing you they don't want you, because you can't make them want you if they don't want you. That's a fact. You can't make them. There has to be something about you that they like and that they want to be around you. They want to spend time with you. They want to be intentional with you. So no, you can't make somebody like you. You can't. You can do things. Let me maybe backtrack a little bit. You can do things to show a person, um like, how do I say, like, okay, let me backtrack. So if you meet a guy, right, he likes what he sees, right, he likes what he sees. And now as you guys start talking, you guys start hanging out, you being you and being who you are can make him, he can start to like you. He can start to want to be around you. He's starting to be interested in you, right? But you can't buy him um gifts and try to make him like you, and you have a nasty attitude. That's not going to make him like you. I'll take the gifts, but it's not going to make me like you. But you being you being a feminine woman, you being self, those are the things that I like. I like that stuff in a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So don't chase after a man who don't want to be chased. Some men don't want. Women, ladies, let's just stop chasing after men who don't want us, because it's a bad habit, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it is a really bad habit that we have as women. We chase after men who do not want us. They make it very clear, and it's a little bit too late when we realize it. A little bit too late. Too many bodies. So let's be mindful, y'all. Let's be intentional. Let's really do the work that it takes on ourselves to get the men that we want, and vice versa for a man. Do the work on yourself to get the woman that you want. But my girls, I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with doing the work on yourself. You have to show a man who you are. You cannot just show up and be like, I'm here, give me the world. No. Why should I give you my time? Why should I want to pay your bills? Why should I want to marry you? Show that man those things. Show him those qualities. And the more that you exude wife qualities, you're just a walking wife. He'll see that. He'll see it. He will. He will. So that's just my advice on this, because I think I just want women to know that it takes effort. It does take effort. And there's this misconception that you don't have to do anything. You could just wait at the door, and the prince is going to knock on the door, the king's going to knock on the door, and it's like, no, sis, that's not how it works. That ain't how it works. You got to get out there, and you got to also do the work to show somebody why you are the one that they want. Let's say even down to a man that you say, a guy used to date back in the day, and he knows you for who you used to be. You get in that space with him now, and he's gonna be like, damn, wow, she really did some work on herself, because I can see the difference in her. I see a big difference in her. She did the work. She's really shown me that she's somebody different. That's literally what it boils down to, y'all. Literally what it boils down to, just doing the work and getting rid of these negative perceptions of how you should move with men. Because like I said, you will lose out on a good man trying to play cat and mouse. He don't want to play, and he ain't got time to play. I'm trying to get married next year. I need to get down. We got to get right to it. And if you don't want to be married, move along. You don't want kids, move along. That's how it works. When you are of a certain type of man, a certain type of woman, we serious. We're not kids. We communicate. If you don't want to talk to me, let me know. You ain't gotta block me. You ain't gotta ghost me. We are mature adults. That's all. You ghost me now. Now you got me calling you, and I don't know what's going on. Now I'm chasing after you. Sorry, guys, something's in my eye. So I hope y'all let me know in the comments though. What do you guys think? Like, if you're a woman in the chat and you're watching, Have you chased it? If you're being honest with yourself, have you chased after a man who you realize now who didn't really like you? Like you should never even chase after him. And for a man, how often are you chasing after women? Do you find yourself chasing after women? Have you stopped chasing after women? Like, you know, what's your thoughts? Thank you. Thank y'all for being here. Because I think, again, most people have, you know, most people have, I think. Most people have. Somebody like, yeah, I should have knew better, you know? And that's okay. That's okay. It is okay. It really is. It's just being able to realize and learn your lesson that you don't do it again. Like I wish I would give a man who don't show me that he wants me any more attention. I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna keep doing it over and over again because it don't feel good and I don't like the way I don't like it. So I'm only gonna entertain men who show me that they're interested in me. That's it. And vice versa for me. I'm only entertaining women who are interested in me, who don't just want to go on a free dinner date. Mm-mm. She only call me when it's time to go on a date. No, nope, nope, no, ma'am. So this is just my advice. Y'all can take it or leave it, but I do think that this could be really helpful for the women out here who are dating. Yeah, I know that I want to see more wives in 2025, so I can't wait for y'all to come back and be like, girl, I got engaged, I'm getting married, I can't wait. I changed my ways, I changed my perspective, and my life is looking up. I cannot wait for that. I'm so excited for that because I know it's going to be coming. I know it will. I know it will. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Um, make sure you subscribe to the channel, y'all. Um, like this live. If you came in late, you can go back and check it out from the beginning. And like I said, just be mindful that you have to work for what you want. You have to earn people's trust, love, attention, all the things that has to be earned. Whatever you want in life, you got to earn it. In my opinion, it doesn't just come to you easy. And men and women think that the one thing that you shouldn't have to earn is a man, and that's not true. If you want a man to commit to you, be serious with you, go far with you, you want to do the work to earn that from him. Okay? So I appreciate y'all for being here. I really do. I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Just want to thank you guys for always being here. And again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow, God willing. Bye.